Okay, so apparently Wendy Williams' husband is possibly being investigated for money laundering through the Hunter Foundation. I think they dealt with people who had substance abuse problems, and he is possibly being investigated for that. He also had a fight with his son, who is 18 or 19, conflicting reports on that one, was 18, 19, who he had a fight with him. He apparently had his son in a headlock, and then his son punched him in the face. And his son was arrested. And Kevin said he's not going to press charges on his son. I want to know who called the police, because they were in the parking lot. Because if Kevin called them, then why call them if you're not pressing charges? Were you just trying to embarrass him? Or was it someone else that seen this and was like, oh my God, let me call the police? So I just want to know. And there's another report that says that she is secretly trying to save her marriage, somebody told me. And I don't know. Because like I said, I never saw a divorce, but she moved out. And so we'll see what's going on with Wendy, Kevin, and Kevin. What's happening? The Nine of Cups is a card of this is usually my drunk card too as well, but it's a card of wishes. You know, what I want, desires. Greed. Because you want. Name but one person here and they have 9 cups. And then all this food back here. So it's a greed thing. So, the world. Completion. Temperance. Cooperation. So there is a mediation that one party or both parties maybe want to happen. And it is a possibility that the fracturing of the family could have been what they needed to put things in the right place. Who is that? Iyanla Van Zandt has a book called Peace from Broken Pieces. So the image I'm getting is it's almost like a homunculus, like so many parts of one thing are just all, built and connected to each other, but they're connected to the wrong places. So once they broke, then you can put them back together the right way. So it's kind of like there is a cooperation. So I kind of somewhat believe that there may be an attempt to save things, that maybe they needed to be broken first because where they were in the wrong places. And so once they were broken, now you can put them back to where they were. That is just what I see here. That's not predictive. That's just what's happening. Yeah, there's their meeting of the minds. So there is a hope, at least, and maybe an attempt for reconciliation. The Hope and Healing card. So there's your Hope card. And the Moon. So the Moon is a concealer, but it doesn't... The Moon is not a concealer. The dark is the concealer. The moon sheds light, but it doesn't shed enough light to completely illuminate. It just sort of lets you know that there's something there. So it shines light on the mystery so that things can become a little less mysterious. There's your sun. So this is actually in the fear position. So there is a fear that the joy and the confirmation, the joy and the abundance and the cheer and the love and the light will not return. That you will be constantly in the moon position. Then there is the discontentment, the unsatisfaction of the Four of Cups. Page of Swords is usually a card of disappointing news, but in the case of a person, it is an unruly child. So they are having a child problem, but this is not a child problem on both of their ends. It's just on his because he has lost respect, or some respect for his father. The Chariot. So there is a victory and a triumph, but a moving forward. That's just in general what's going on. So, money laundering. Is he guilty of money laundering? Let's do 5 cards. Him. Thoughts. Positive, negative, outcome. So, with him, we have the Hermit. Searching, isolation, loneliness, thoughts. King of Wands, to return to that place of prominence. Return to that place of authority, power. Positive, there is a woman who could put you on. This is a woman of action. I don't know who that is to you. Wendy is a water sign, so that's not her. Well, that's your positive. That's your negative. Your thievery. Could be a lawyer. And your outcome. Defending. So you will be investigated for money laundering. And your negative, being the thievery card, or the sneaky card, would give me the indication that you are guilty. Thus defending. I don't know where you're going to get the defense money from, but hopefully you got some. So, is Wendy getting divorced or saving her marriage? Let's see. Because maybe they're going to make peace out of these broken pieces. Or say enough is enough. Call it quits. 20 years. She did cry over being broken up. That's natural. Disappointments. Look at the card on the bottom already. Strategy. Underhandedness. So there's your beginning. This is your foundation to this relationship. Sneakiness, disappointment, and underhandedness. Sorrow, regret, all that good stuff. Plans off the ground. World in your hand. This world in your hand is just showing you the possibilities. The possibilities of the landscape. So it's possible. Strength. Meekness. Restraint. Subdued. Feminine wiles. Transition. Moving to a calmer water. To a better time. Knight of Swords. That is chaotic energy in a chaotic environment. Chariots. The fear of moving on. The environment. Winning at all costs. The hopes. The world, the big picture. Outcome. 4 of Wands. Four of Wands is a card of things being complete. Like the plan, the initial plan being complete. But it's a celebration card. It's not a card that's in the negative. You know, like parties, and like if you were opening a store or planning to open a store, this would say your store is open. So whatever your initial plan was, whatever the possibilities was, here's its completion. So, if you are trying to get divorced, that is your completion. But I think even a hesitation in one way or the other, she may try to save her relationship. It's hers. She can do what she wants. I'm done beating that horse. But anyway, I'm not even going there. Do what you want. How about that?